Um, Very interesting point to note is that the statute of limitations usually can be extended for minors. And when we say extended, it's not like it's actually extended, it's more like frozen. Meaning that if the incident involved a minor, say somebody who is 15 or 16, and this offense or this negligent act had a statute of limitations of 2 years, right? So let's say the kid is 15 years of age, the incident happened, the incident has a 2-year statute of limitation on it, so that would put the kid at 17, right? So it says, okay, now you're 15, you have to file a lawsuit between now and the age of 17. Well, for minors it changes in that can be frozen and nothing happens until that person turns 18, and then when that person turns 18, that's when the clock starts for them. Does that make any sense? So they could file that lawsuit immediately or in the next year or whatnot, but for sure it's not going to run down until from the moment they reach 18. Then if it's 2 years until they are 20. Does that make any sense? How it works for minors? All right. Again, the notion, yes.
Can I go back also to what we talked about, like the Good Samaritan thing with Colorado?
Yes.
So I Googled it, you can get in trouble, like if you pass by someone and you're not comfortable, you won't get in trouble for not helping them. But you will get in trouble when they have a DNR in their wallet or pocket and you're like, you give them CPR, that's when they can sue you. Other than that, like, you can pass by them and you'll be okay.
Yeah, and but that's different, right? If you're actually helping them and they have the DNR that not, today do not help, and then you still try to help it, that's when you get in trouble.
Yeah, they're saying it's more so like an ethical thing, like you might get to watch someone die and walk away.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to get when I said morals and values. It's more like your ethical, like then it'll be more on your own conscience or in your mind, kind of that will be kind of the consequences, right? It's not like you're gonna face the legal system, but you will face that ethical side of yourself that is gonna be asking you this question. I should have, I could have, yeah. Especially if you are somebody with the training, that's probably even gonna be more. Again, most people, I think, especially with the training, will stop. Well, thank you for doing that, and I hadn't mentioned the DNR thing, but and that's another thing that is very tricky, isn't it? Somebody is stressed, everything happening really quickly, right? A lot of us probably wouldn't think about shaking for somebody's,
Well, just on that too, I remember because I thought it was super interesting. If it's like tattooed, that doesn't count. It's only like if there's a note somewhere, like a legal document. So I thought that was super interesting because I feel like somebody could try to make a defense, but I guess that's already been established.
Yeah, it has precedent. And that's the thing about the legal system, right? That there are so many twists and turns, and things have to be like this or have to be this other way to, and then we have different laws to apply in different situations, right? That's what we were talking about earlier, right? If this is present, then we look at this. If this is other present, then we look at this other part of the law. And then, there's always the prosecuting part trying to bring charges based on this, and then the defense part trying to mount a defense based on that, right? So it's quite interesting when you really get into it. All right, so everybody good on that statute of limitations deal in the Good Samaritan part, right? Good Samaritan notion of it. This one can be extended for minors. We already covered that part as well. Right? All right. So there is a little review that we now do to see how much of it you have grasped. We have defenses overview here, or review pretty much. And the way it works is that we are going to go through the list of these defenses, and then you're going to tell me what body of the law they fall under, right? Is it common law, is it contract law, or is it statutory law? All right, we are going to do this one just talking about it because we don't have much time. So the first one, assumption of risk. What body of law does it fall under? Common law, right? Contributory negligence. What body of law does that defense fall under? Statutory law. It is, yeah. Hold on, I don't want to give you the wrong one. It is statutory. Then immunity. Statutory. Indemnification agreement. Contract. Comparative fault. Statutory. Ultra Virus Act. Which one? Ultra Virus Act. Common law. Waivers.
Contract.
Informed consent. Informed consent. Agreements to participate. And then statute of limitation.
Statutory.
So now you know kind of how to make the difference between those three different body of laws when you see a defense for negligence, right? Might want to remember that. You may be asked about it in a few weeks, so just kind of you know the difference. You see one of them, and you're able to identify what law, body of law it falls under. You know, so that would be probably a good thing to remember. So now we have any questions about the defenses against negligence? So we kind of put together both the topic of negligence, what it looks like, what the yes.
Didn't immunity also fall under common law? Did it fall under both?
Immunity, only immunity?
Immunity of the sovereign?
Immunity falls under statutory law.
Okay.
Sovereignty immunity?
Yeah.
Yeah, And then we talked about recreational users immunity,
Yeah.
which is for the landowners. And then we talked about pretty much the Good Samaritan law, which is also a form of immunity for people who, a volunteer immunity for people who volunteer for. So all the forms of immunity fall under statutory law.
Okay.
And the reason is because remember, statutory law is pretty much legislation that is passed, and we said, okay, through legislation, we're just going to protect these certain people to be protected from lawsuits, right? So it's something that we do by legislation, just by voting on it. We say, okay, we want to protect Good Samaritans from being sued. And then they get together and vote on it. Do we want it? Okay, so people vote, the majority wins, and then it's a law, right? So it's legislated, statutory law. In the common law, remember we talked about things that are like precedent, like we have already kind of established it based on other cases. So maybe in a case, in a previous case, we pretty much found that the defendant had assumed the risk to participate in the activity, right? We say, oh, assumption of risk is actually a present for cases like this, so we are going to make it part of a defense for negligence, right? And then the other one is contract law, which is pretty much usually they have to do with the both parties agreeing to something, right? Like you sign a waiver, or you are given informed consent, or you were given an agreement to participate. It's usually a document involved. When we talk about contract law, it's usually a document that is involved in it, right? Like indemnification, I give you money and then you sign this that you're now not going, that you're okay with that being your thing, right? Contract law. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
You sure? I want you to get it right, because you might have to write about it.
Answered my question.
All right, you might have to tell me about it again, you know. So I want you might have to tell me in a few weeks all about it. All right, so I do want you guys to understand it. Any other question? This is the time, and it's okay. Any question about it? So the next thing is, we're supposed to talk about waivers, but we'll talk about waivers next time. The next thing is that we have an assignment. It's already posted on Blackboard, so you can actually get it there, but I'm gonna go ahead and kind of give you a hard copy just because when you are going to finish it, I want a hard copy, right? But what you can do is that there is a Word document already on Blackboard, and you can actually download that one, work on it under each title, under each number, and then print it out and bring a hard copy for the quiz.
You want us just to fill in that document?
Yeah, the one that is on Blackboard, like the electronic
Just
one.
fill it in.
Just fill it out, yeah. I'm about to give you so that you can see what I'm talking about.
Washing all over there.
And what you can do is that you just put kind of like your name on top of it, you know, when you type it, and that's when you can turn it back.
Got to test that this morning, just running it for the rest of the day. Kinesiology.
That was easy.
These people, I mean Australians, yeah.